Ash, you good?
Yep.
All right, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach, then we'll take questions.
Hats off to St. Joe's, came in here, punched us in the mouth in the first 10 minutes, honestly. Put us on our heels a little bit, and that's something we got to continue to work on. We talked about getting off to better starts. The last two games, we've gotten off to slow starts, both offensively, and our energy as a result on the defensive end has been affected of that. The key tonight was our slow start offensively did not affect our defensive effort. I think we gave up 27 points in the first 10 minutes or so. In the last 30, I think we gave up another 27. That's as good of a defensive effort as we've had here in the last 2 years, and that's got to continue to be our identity. And a lot of it has to do with these guys. Their energy, their attitude the last 2 days has been fantastic. They've come in trying to figure out what we need to do to rectify our 0-2 start. So really proud of these guys, this effort. This kid right here, we've been pushing him so hard not to worry about the offensive end, just to continue to fight, play as hard as you ever have, make sure you get to the offensive and defensive glass. Comes out tonight with 15 rebounds. To me, that was the story of the night. Obviously, Darius is going to be one of those guys where everybody keys on. They do not leave him. And he still finds ways to score, still finds other ways to impact the game. And that's why his impact and imprint on our program is just so immense. So really proud of the energy and the effort, specifically on the defensive end for the last 30 minutes. We can bottle that up and put together 40 minutes of that defensive game plan. We're going to be really tough no matter who we play.
Opening up to questions, just raise your hand before you do. Say.
Coach, there were various points in the game where you were kind of running some smaller rotations, like you had Zach, Will, and Elijah sharing the floor a lot early on. Could you talk about what in this game early on, kind of inspired you to go for that kind of rotation?
Yeah, those guys have been working really hard. They've been giving us great minutes. Everyone who got in the game tonight was a positive. And that speaks to their development, their continued work, and their energy and their effort each and every day. Each one of our young guys is extremely talented. They're getting better as a result of following these guys' lead. We got to give these guys a little bit more of a break. We're playing them too many minutes, and as a result, you see, I think he had a little bit more energy late in the game. We started making our free throws late in the game because we were able to spell them, not for a lot, but for a few minutes. And those guys coming in, giving us massive lifts, is really something we got to continue to use our depth. And I think we wore them down over the course of 40 minutes. That's what we have to continue to do. Use our bench, use our depth to wear teams down over the course of 40 minutes.
Coach, I wanted to ask, you kind of mentioned energy and effort, but other than that, is there anything specific you can kind of point to on the defensive end that made such a big difference for you guys today?
Just really physical. Really physical on our switches. We were really physical. Off ball, shot went up. We held them to one and done. We've talked about that. The rebounding battle has been vital for us. We've gotten our butts kicked the last 2 games. We've made it a point in practice. These guys have taken it personal. Shot went up. You saw a body being put on a body every single possession. And that started to result, and again, that wears you down on the defensive end and allows us to get some fouls and easy baskets because you're wearing them out when you put a body on someone on the defensive end. Every time a shot goes up, it starts to wear them down on the offensive end as well.
You guys forced 2 shot clock violations against St. Joe's today. How do you guys communicate on the floor to kind of confuse St. Joe's and try to limit open shots?
I wouldn't say so much as like trying to confuse them. It's just us trying to scramble. So if somebody gets beat or something, your teammates there to help you out. That's what we talk about all the time, just trying to help our teammates out and be a great teammate. That's our kind of motto, just trying to be the best teammate we can be for our brothers and stuff out there. So it's not really trying to confuse them. It's more so just trying to communicate the best we can.
You talk about that awareness, and offensively, I mean, Zach Riley was obviously showed a lot of that awareness, and he had a lot of great assists to you guys and Antrell. Can you talk about sharing the floor with him?
I feel like Zach Riley, he's definitely worked hard. He comes in and he brings us an energy. Kind of gives us a spark off the bench, and I feel like we kind of thrive off that. We kind of give off each other's energy, so I feel like he definitely comes in and brings a good energy.
Anything else?
Coach, I just want to ask, obviously you guys came into conference by pretty strong record, but how does it feel to finally get the first win in A-10 play here?
Yeah, you know what? For us, it feels great, but honestly, and I know this seems cliche and it's coach speak to you guys, but we don't we're just trying to get better. I think, like down in the locker room, I said we got to come. We'll enjoy this, then we got to come back and work on Tuesday's game. And half the guys didn't even know who we were playing on Tuesday, and that shows a complete and utter locked in to what today was all about. We are just trying to be the best we can be every day. It's not going to be perfect. All right, so we got some older guys, but then we got some really young guys as well. So every day we're just trying to get better, and wherever that is by the end of the year, peaks and valleys, whatever it might be, that's the ultimate goal. And so we just continue to focus on that. Try not to get too low on a loss. Try not to get too high on a win. Got to come back to work. We'll enjoy this one. Got to come back to work tomorrow, get better. Come back to work Monday, get better, and then see what happens on Tuesday. Get better Tuesday. Then come back Wednesday. That's our process. These guys have taken that. They understand that. And that's a result of having some experienced and mature leaders, which these guys have really become.
Take a couple more here.
Darius, Khalid, you guys didn't let them get on a run in that second half that would have brought them back into the game. You kind of held that off. What does that say about the mental resilience of this team?
We always talk about mental toughness. Mental toughness isn't bumping guys or talking trash and stuff like that. Mental toughness is getting a stop, 3 stops in a row, which we call a kill. 3 stops in a row and not saying anything, going down on offense and scoring. I feel like that's our identity. So we really lock into that and really strive on trying to get stops because that feeds our offense. Our defense is our identity. So if we're not hitting shots on offense or anything, we're kind of frauds if we don't play defense the way we should. So that's just what we try to do every night.
To kind of go off what he was saying, is just trying not to let the last possession affect our next. I feel like just treating every possession like it's precious, just taking care of what's right in front of you. I feel like we just keep getting better step by step, and that's what it leads to.
Last one back.
Coach, you feel like there's an adjustment to the style of play from the non-conference and then you go to Atlantic 10 play? Maybe like defensive scheming, is there an adjustment that you guys feel like you've been making?
Yeah, not really for us. Honestly, we focus on ourselves. I mean, you have a game plan, you have a scout, but we don't focus too much on what they're doing. We're just trying to get better at what we're trying to accomplish as a program, and we focus on ourselves more than anything else. I mean, it's really impressive. We didn't shoot the ball great again tonight, 5 for 25, but we did not let, you wouldn't have known. We did not let any of that dictate our effort. And then shot went up, we went after the offensive glass to try to get second chance opportunities. We just didn't follow the ball and say, well, now we'll head back. Let's try to get the next one. So it's a mentality for us where we're just trying to become the best team we can be. And we believe whoever we play on the other side, it's not really going to matter if we focus on ourselves.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you, guys.